Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we're gonna hop into the next celebration review. I have since made a playlist of these videos. I think these are pretty good to kind of, I guess, time capsule our thoughts on these characters immediately, kind of like after the conclusion of the celebration type shit, right? Like I think this is good. I think this will be good. So, all right, this is going to be the one on, what do I got right here? Endless Evolution Autumn Harvest campaign and the thrilling Otherworld Dokkan campaign. So remember, this is the October campaign, new release and EZAs and stuff like that. So we could kind of see what thoughts are for the characters, give grades for the characters, and just see generally, how well everything was. I thought that the celebration was it was pretty good. It was decent. Not a lot of interest in the game right now, but I thought that the stuff that was releasing was fine. All right, so let's jump in. So first we have Baby. Baby is a little tough. I mean, kind of like this point system I really like. I went with a 9 for Baby, but I feel like you could probably go, 7, 8, 9. 10 maybe seems a bit excessive. I'd probably like to save that for just like the true craziness. But like 7, 8, 9, I'd give Baby. I think he's just really effective. He has a great team. It's easy to run him. He's designed very well for the current content. I think sometimes, like, if we're going to look at a negative for him, sometimes in a lot of these like GDC type fights, it's a little tough to see the Golden Great Ape, which is one of his strongest weapons, because it's like, it needs to basically be his third turn, and it's just not super common for characters to get a third turn in some of these GDC fights. That's why, I've seen people say, oh my god, Sin Shenron's not even that good. He's only good for one turn, when it's like, a lot of fights, I feel like you only get one turn, man. Right? How good are you on that one turn, man? But Baby being like dodge and kind of like the way he's set up, I found it does work pretty well, right? Like, you're wearing the Goku Black and Zamasu fight, he's able to give us that scouter, which is really effective. He is stacking as well, which means he's a festival battle competitor. I think if we simply just got villain Vegeta and Trunks, right? Just give us the villain version of Vegeta and Trunks. Villains would be really fun to run in festival battle, by the way. So I'm big fan of Baby. Okay. Okay. I gave him bad. 0, 1, 2, or 3. Bad is what I gave this guy. This guy is he blew me away for how horrible he is. There's a very simple thing they did that just completely killed this character. Do you guys know what it is? If you look at his kit right here, there's one line that actually disintegrates this guy from being, competent into just dog shit and basically unrunnable. It's this. This is kind of like, this is like what I try and explain about free-to-play characters all the time, right? Like, free-to-play characters, a lot of times, if we're going to try and, max him up with guard and damage reduction, it's just not gonna work. They're just not gonna be good. They have to be able to dodge boss supers. And here's the thing with this guy, he's a banner unit. I mean, banner units can be a little bit better with the tankiness. Think of the Piccolo from the Cooler movie, right? Certainly was quite tanky. But this dude, they want you to run him in slot 1 and he dies instantly in slot 1. And then without all of this right here in slot 3, he's not even that impressive either. So he just becomes unrunnable. Literally, the free-to-play characters are much better than him. They actually just messed up with this guy. By asking you to run him in slot 1, they killed the character. If this was just I don't know. This needed to be different. This needed to not, this is the line that kills this character. You change this, right? And he's better. And then this right here, after he gets hit for the next 5 turns, he's got this or something like that, right? It's, I don't know. They fumbled badly with him. He's really bad. EZA Tech Super 17, I think he's good. Right, I think you could probably do a 6, 7, 8, or 9. I feel like there's a large range with him. How effective this character would be in your hands, it does kind of feel like a little bit is up to a bit of RNG, a bit of how your team is constructed. In my experience with this this guy is like a 9 or an 8, right? But it's just, this is kind of like, it's just a little specific. And, you know, remember the strongest villain team we'd want to run, Omega Shenron's team. Omega is not Android. He's not Target Goku. Sin Shenron is not Android or Target Goku. None of the Shadow Dragons are, which does hurt Super 17 quite a bit. Quite a bit. But, I mean, he's pretty good. This guy was... remember, when he first came out, this is one of the gargantuan, horrible releases. When this guy first released, like he's this guy's closer to Raditz than any 2025 character. Do not let them lie to you. This guy's closer to Raditz than any 2025 character, right? Well, when he first came out, back in 2021, right? Like back then, he was like a Raditz type character. I mean, Raditz, of course, is always the worst, but this guy genuinely was so bad. So, all right, there's that. Then we have the Gohan Possessed and Goten Possessed. I think they're good. Good, right? Again, this is 7, 8, or 9, I think is what we could hit with these guys. They are definitely, in terms of interest, this is the lowest I've ever seen, like, the majority of players care about a unit, like a big unit, like a premium unit, an LR or Dokkan Fest or something like that. So, like, Tao, like, it's off, dude, like, joke ain't funny anymore. It's now, you know, baby Gohan and Goten killed Dokkan. They're now the new, you know, bottom of the barrel, these boys. But they are designed in some aspects similarly to AGL UI Goku, and similarly to him. They're able to perform, I found, quite well in the GDC content. They're not good for Festival, obviously. I mean, I do feel like I need to mention there's the GDC fights and, you know, there's Festival as well. They're not really obviously an option for that. If we got a villain Vegeta and Trunks, they still wouldn't be fun to run in Festival, I don't think. They're designed, it's just like AGL UI Goku, same thing, right? I don't have fun with AGL UI Goku in Festival either. I've done it a couple of times. Like, these types of dodge characters, they're meant for the shorter fights, right? And they're quite good in those short fights. I like them. I do like, you know, they did, this isn't really a good pick for, you know, like a summonable LR, but I do like the thinking Dokkan had here of, let's just prioritize buffing the Dokkan Fest, right? Let's just make a unit for the Dokkan Fest. I think too often Dokkan, like, when Dokkan has made huge mistakes in history, let's just go to 2023 Dokkan, everyone's favorite, right? And think about the Dokkan Fest Kale celebration. They dropped Kale, who was quite good, but then they gave her EZA, Kale, and Khalifa, who sucked, and then Part 2 LR was Super Boo, who did nothing for Kale, and then they all, like, Super Boo sucked, Kale ended up sucking after that. Like, it's just all a failure because they just weren't, like, no idea what they were thinking, right? Whereas, like, had the Part 2 LR been, like, I don't know, a Kale and Khalifa that fused and a Kefla or something like that, like, you know, Kale would have been really good, right? Like, but, you know, they didn't do that. So I do like, you know, like, you know, LR, Baby Gohan and Goten, EZA, Super 17, like, all these characters designed to actually try and make Baby a thing and make his team a thing. And I think Dokkan succeeded. I do. The free-to-play characters, man, they're pretty good. Like, yesterday, I saw, man, dude. These days, I am showing a lot more restraint. Like, it's like, let me stop replying to these baiters. But people were turning how goated this character was into, let's bring up talking about the 10th anniversary for the, like every single day, dude. Dokkan in 2025 is different than other years in Dokkan history for a simple reason. They, like, all these previous years, 2024 Dokkan was good. Here, let me just, I actually want to We're gonna now. Okay, again. Here's the thing. When I'm recording, I have to over-explain every move I make because people are always looking to fucking complain about everything and bitch about everything. I go to the Japanese Thieving 6 wiki because this is the original release order of characters, and I did this before. And some guy was like, "Oh my god, he's going to the still go to the Japanese one?" It's like, bro. It's because that's the original release order, man. Like that's. God, like, if I don't over-explain everything, they go, "Oh my god, he's so fucking stupid! Look how fucking stupid he is!" It's like, bro, can I breathe? Can I breathe, please? Alright, so what we're looking for here is free-to-play characters. Yeah, absolute dog shit. I hate, this guy's dog shit. No one's fighting that. I hate Sleepy Beerus. If things go specifically a certain way, he could be okay, but I fucking hate him. I hate him. I don't care. I mean, yeah, obviously, Booyan is trash as well. I mean, I don't like some of the World Tournament. I mean, I guess Mr. Boo as a free-to-play character is insane. Right? Mr. Goat right there. I don't want to, like, not talk about him. This Goku... No, I think it was his original release. He was a little bit better, right? Not the EZA. Bobbity and Dabura were pretty good as well. I did like Bobbity and Fat Boo also. This guy was okay. So there's a couple of decent free-to-play characters last year. This unit was okay. That Krillin was nothing. None of these World Tournament characters I think were really worth a damn too much. Hit was solid. It was good. I used Hit. I mean, it literally what was the hardest fight in the game at the time, and it had that Legendary Existence mission, and I did that with I was using this Hit on that mission. Okay. Let's see. Devilman was ass. Oh my god, Paragus was so fucking bad. Paragus was awful. This Trunks... I never really ended up using him very much, but people were saying they were able to do some good stuff with him. Because, like, again, like, Sleepy Beerus and Trunks both have target mechanics. Bio Broly, obviously, is on one of the short lists of best free-to-play characters ever. This Tech Bio Broly was okay. I guess, yeah, 2024 Dokkan does have... It's got quite a few decent free-to-play characters. Like Grandpa Gohan versus LR Chi-Chi. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like a similar thing. This Goku, like, he was solid. He was solid. I mean, none of the versions, like, these, like, Saiyan Saga free-to-plays, maybe they're, like, okay. Nothing, like, super crazy. The Frieza and Cooler, And then from there, we're pretty much into, now, 2025 Dokkan. But 2025 Dokkan, they've dropped so many good free-to-play characters. Like, it's always been so stupid. Dokkan, like, we bring 6 of our own characters plus the friend unit. So we're running 7 unit teams. I don't understand why free-to-play characters can't be good. Because you're running 7 fucking characters. You can have a really great free-to-play character, okay? Like a super good one. But you're still gonna need, like, the summonable units and stuff. So I always felt like if Dokkan released god-tier free-to-play characters, that would probably bring more revenue into the game, right? Like, if you're gonna summon for, I don't know, Omega. Yeah, Omega. You're gonna summon for Omega. Like, yeah, I do kind of want to get Omega, but, like, bro, like, we played this game before, like, they drop a good villain, and then the villain gets no help, and then it feels bad. I don't know if I want to summon on Omega, and then it's like, oh, damn, Nova. Holy shit, Nova's really good. And then, oh my god, Legion of Shadow Dragon are insane, right? Like, it's like, so now it's like, oh, dude, like, I can get Omega, and I have 2 free-to-play options who are beasts. That's, half of the team built already. I'm gonna summon now. Like, I felt like that would be the logical, like, place where people would go. Like, they would be more confident in summoning for these characters if they knew free-to-play characters were good. So, and that's what brings us to these 3. I do really quite like them. I mean, they could certainly get, like, caught and killed and stuff, but these guys have great kits designed to work with Baby. I really, really am very favorable for these guys. This is just good design for a free-to-play character. I really like this too. So run them as the third attacker in the turn or their first turn, right? So it's like that's a little bit of an out if you get really bad opening rotations and you have like multiple of them in the same turn. But I mean, these guys are I think quite good. I gave them, I would think like an 8. Maybe I could have given them a 9, but to me, it's like an 8, like a 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I could see people giving these characters a 10. I mean, they still are, free to play characters, but I like these guys. I think are quite good. I like them a lot. I've used them a bit. I still got to do the actual showcase for Trunks and Gohan. I'll be able to catch up before the next Dokkan Fest though, which will be good. But yeah. Pretty solid. Really like what Dokkan. I guess really looking through 2024, there was quite a good few free-to-play characters in 2024. So 2024 and 2025 Dokkan, they're doing pretty good, right? With free-to-play characters, which is really good. Super Easy and Majin Vegeta, I'd say he's good. 9, 7, 8. I don't think you could get to a 6. I don't think we can't do a 10 or a 6, but 7, 8, 9 in that range. Like he's just, I feel like he's just good. He's just good. He's not like I feel like, I think I probably would feel kind of similarly to this guy as like, physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Like he's just good. He's good. Not like super elite, not like dog shit, nothing like that. I don't really find his restrictions to be too much of a chore. I mean, he's got, solid defenses. He could do solid damage. I think he's just like a fine unit. Solid EZA. They could have made him better because this is the type of, original LR popular type character that people could like really increase interest in the game if he was like super broken. But he's good. He's good. Chi-Chi. All right. I think this is where I'm going to go a little bit against the grain here. I give her a 6. I think you can go like 6, 7, 8. Now, here's the thing about Chi-Chi, right? It's just like, I like what they did with her kit, but in practice, it's just like there's nowhere to use her. You can't rainbow her, and she's weak against boss mechanics. Now, this is more of a conversation, and I think a lot of the conversations that people are crying about all this stuff, the true problem is the GDC power creep. I think Dokkan went too far with GDC power creep, right? That, I think, is kind of the issue here. That would hit, like, Chi-Chi, and again, all the crying about the fucking 10th anniversary LRs every single fucking day. Telling you, I'm going to open up Twitter during the 13th anniversary, and they're going to be fucking crying about the 10th anniversary LRs still, right? It's like, oh, all those characters in the past where power creep hit and they were gone, that'll totally make sense. Oh my god, but the 10th anniversary LRs, this is fucking bullshit. They got power crept? No, Dokkan is dead. It's dying forever. That's where we're at. Like, it's insanity, dude. But here's the thing with Chi-Chi. Again, like, no teams, right? Like, Tao's team, it's, like, when you're in-game, Tao is very hard to find, dude. Tao's team is solid, but it's not, like, a team that we're going to go into these really tough fights and win, like, every single time. Chi-Chi has a critical flaw right now, which is that you're not going to have dupes for her, which means you're not really going to have hidden potential system additionals, which is very needed for this. So it's just like Chi-Chi is just not, like, I like what they did with this, but, if you actually take her into all this content, she's not doing very much, right? I do wish, like, originally the Google Translate made it look like she was stacking defense on a 12 key. I sure wish she really was. That would be a nice little jolt to her. I think that would just simply make her better without, oh my god, unbalancing the game. But yeah, I'm sorry. I do got to give her underwhelming. In order, like, what they could have done to help Chi-Chi, I think, is maybe give her, so she has this, right? This would have made her really good, but why not? And then give her, Baby Gohan and Goten, right? Before attacking, they get this 10% chance to dodge. Chi-Chi, before attacking, 70% chance to dodge or something like that. That would fix her. Then she would have a tool against very nasty boss mechanics. But you go into any of these fights and Chi-Chi gets instantly fucking exploded, right? Goku Black and Zamasu, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, Omega fight. I mean, I guess against the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta fight, I mean, as long as she does 4 or 5 attacks, you get to that 80 or 100% dodge. She'll be good in the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta one. Same thing with, like, the Blue Goku and Vegeta GDC fight, right? Like, you know, you get to the 4 or 5 attacks, you know, she's probably going to do good. But the way they set her up, I don't, like, listen, you guys at YouTube comments, you got to understand, man. Like, Dokkan Twitter is an infinite factory for talking points and seeing where people's heads are at and stuff like that. The takes I saw surrounding Chi-Chi do not match what she actually does in game, unfortunately. Now, I mean, if she was able to be rainbowed today too, that would make her a lot better. Again, she really wants Hidden Potential System additional. One thing I really love about this character is they gave me a character that we could just put 30 additional in the Hidden Potential System in, and it's kind of like I could feel good about that, because even if we get the Hidden Potential System additional normal, it's still triggering this, right? But Hidden Potential System dodge is probably a better build for her, because that would trigger before she attacked, which would make her a little bit more effective against boss mechanics, right? So yeah, there's that. Goku is good. I still got to get to his showcase. The biggest concern with Goku, I think you could probably go, I don't know, depending upon the situation, like 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. This, to me, is his biggest concern, is needing the World Tournament ally on the turn, right? Like, if this guy came out during the 23rd celebration, right, with Goku and Piccolo Jr., sure, we're cooking. But, like, you look at this, it's like, you know, we got to build the team in a very specific way and run with some very specific characters for this Goku to really be cooking up like that, right? So that is the concern. But, like, if we've got that, I think what this guy's doing is really quite good for a free-to-play character, right? Same thing with Hellfighter 17. I just give him good. He could be, like, you know, 7, 8, 9 for me pretty easily. The thing, though, with Hellfighter 17, he's not on Omega's team, and he's not on, what's the other dude's? Baby's team, right? If, like, his kid is really good. Like, this is just really good. But, I mean, he does need, like, a team, right? Like, it's kind of like a similar thing with Chi-Chi. But, like, this guy's dodge, I mean, that, you know, like, he's got a lot of dodge before he even attacks, which really helps, right? But then this one does trigger after he attacks, obviously, but he's still got this, and he's still got this right here. So I think Androids is going to become a team sooner rather than later. Let's hope so. Let's hope for LR Chi-Chi as well. I mean, maybe she could be a decent Goku family option we could try. If Goku family could get a leader skill. Because, like, Chi-Chi and Hellfighter 17 are in the same problem right here. Look at this. They don't have teams. Like, it's nothing. So, both of them need that to be sorted for them. All right. Next we have Yamcha, Angel, and Princess Snake. Not gonna hold y'all. I just gave them bad. I don't know how the fuck there's like 9, 10, 7, 8s. Maybe I'm just a hater. They're just ass. They're like not very good. Like our first run with them like was kind of going solid, but like I mean, again, it's just like this link set, the categories, this right here is so important to this character. I don't know. This is like the only value this character gives you is this, and then you better hope that you have Hidden Potential System dodge on them to be able to get out of there too, right? Like just not for me. And then funny enough, Goten and Icarus Jr. They're a 10 out of 10. Who the fuck is voting good? This is am I nuts? Or is this like the best character of the celebration? Like Baby is better, but like, you know, when Baby is a Dokkan Fest, so like we're comparing him on a Dokkan Fest scale. Goten is a 10 out of 10 free-to-play character, right? Like Goten is a hard 10. Right? Goten is a better free-to-play character than Baby is a better Dokkan Fest. Does that make sense? That's what I would say. Yeah, this guy's just crazy. And here's the thing. Unlike some of these other free-to-play characters in the celebration who are solid, you know, Hellfighter 17, Chi-Chi, but they don't really have good setups, Goten is, I don't know, on a really fucking good team. I like Youth, I think, a little bit better than a lot of people do. But I also hold this character in ridiculously high esteem. If Youth was as good as Omega's team, this is the best character in the game, I think. This Goten and Trunks. What they do, like, they're Omega, but better. If you're running full Youth. Because, I mean, they could basically match his support. 2 of these up. Huh. Huh. You have 2 of these up, covering the team in filthy, disgusting, dirty support. And then they got this, and then they have this. Like, this character is so fucking OP. And they gave a great option for the team. Like, if we're, like, you know, running this team, bro, I'm probably, dude, I'm aiming to add this character to the youth team pretty quick, man. Like, see, look, like, we did the showcase yesterday for them. I'm really curious what some of these comments might look like. Yeah, wait, that said 14K views for them? That's quite good. People know how good this character, 14K for this free-to-play character, that's pretty good. People know how good this character is, man. But we jumped in, chat, we beat Goku, Black, and Zamasu in one try. We jumped in here, Goten and Icarus, they were cooking up with support, boom, easy. Like, not even hard. Like, and there's Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he's the worst of all time, by the way, just, you know, pointing that out. I'll just point that out. Yeah, pretty crazy, man, pretty crazy. What are some of these? Yeah, I mean, when we use the youth team, sure. Bulma. Oh, yeah, I made a slight error. Thank you, Drace. Yeah, I made a slight error when we were doing the EZA area. I mean, I realized it before we finished that section of the video, but yeah. Yeah, pretty good, though, chat. Like, it's this character. Dragon Meat is yummy. Dude, Icarus Jr. is killing it, man. Can we not hate on Dragon Meat? Let's chill. Chill on Icarus Jr. But yeah, really, really crazy. Crazy character, crazy. Here's this. I think that these are, to me, the best designed content of the year right here. So I'd give this a great. I think it's the best designed content. I know I've seen a lot of complaining about this, but remember, like, a lot of times I see complaining just because it's difficult. To me, this felt difficult, but not like GDC difficult where they went way too fucking far with power creep. These are well-designed fights that require you to, like, use your brain a little bit, which, you know, Dokkan, yeah, Dokkan players, man, let me chill. Listen, I've never said I was smart, so don't come for me. But I'm just saying, you know, if you read the news, it could help. Yep. So there's that. These sages are fine. They're fine. I think if they drop Union Master stages with every celebration, it's good for the game. The rewards are quite good. And it just, as you use categories, I think this is like, they just do like 2 Union Master. Remember, it's 4 stages, but it's, in reality, it's only 2 stages. Battle of Fate and Transformation Boost. I mean, if they do like 2 of these a celebration or 1 of these a celebration, I think that's just really good. I do. I think that these stages are pretty solid content and nice rewards as well. I thought the celebration was good. 7 or an 8, right? People don't really, like, this is the thing, like, you know, a lot of times people just can't, you know, they can't admit reality, right? They, you know, the elephant in the room, the truth is right in their face. And it's just like, you know, like, we're in Dokkan downtime right now. Like, this celebration was pretty good, but, like, you know, these characters coming out, people really don't have much interest in. You know, same thing with, like, Tao Celebration. Like, it's, you know, we played this game before. Plus, also, too, remember, we are closing an 11th anniversary. No matter what, people's interest is going to get, like, less and less in the game as time goes on. That's just natural. It's human nature. That's why I'm always telling y'all, take breaks. Breaks are good. Breaks from the game are good. 100%. I am always down for that. You take a break from the game, and then maybe down the line you come back, or you say, nah, I'm past it now. I'm not going to play it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think people get too, like, you know, I got to take my Angel Iron Cane to the side. We got to get our 1 Iron Cane shot this track per video. I gotta, you know, grab him by the shoulder and just be like, you know, hey, big dog, it's going to be okay, man. Dokkan will be okay. It'll be there for you, man. Don't worry. All right, I love y'all, man. Let me know what you guys think about the celebration. I'll catch y'all next time.